So here comes your level 1 plus. Whenever I do a plus level, it means that it's an extra little challenge which you can use to be a bit more of a performance, a bit of an extra little thing to get your teeth into. Now, this is level 1 plus. C major and D minor, the first chord in the key of C major and the second chord is D minor. There is a very famous song which you can play along with this one. It's called, I'll tell you what, I'll just sing it. Here we go. It goes. What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, early in the morning. So this is the chord chart for Drunken Sailor. It starts on chord 2, which is D minor. D being the root note, skip 1, F being the 3rd, skip 1, A being the 5th, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th of this chord, 1st being D minor. Then the second chord is actually the 1st in C major, which is C major. The 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. There's lots of these 1st, 2nds and 3rds. You just got to get your head around what I'm talking about when it comes to, am I talking about the chord, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th of C major, and the second chord, I in Roman numerals, as you can see just here, is D minor. So, here we go. It goes like this. With one hand, what should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, early in the morning. So, D minor. Now what you do is you hold it for a full bar's beats. There are 4 beats in this bar, as you can see. Just there on the 4/4, that means 4 beats in a bar, 4 crotchets in a bar. So D minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. C major, 2, 3, 4. D minor, 2, 3, 4. And then for the last one, you can see there are 2 chords in that one, which means that there's 2 beats of C and then 2 beats of D minor. So, what should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? C major, D minor. And then it repeats. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, early in the morning. And because this is our 1 plus, we're just going to do what's called sustain chords. A sustain chord means it just goes on for the full bar. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So, Drunken Sailor. Easy peasy. You can sing along with it if you know the words. Here it comes for your 1 plus. Play along with me now. I'll count us in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, early in the morning. Very good. I'll do it now without my singing. Why don't you sing it this time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent stuff. So, I'm just going to add an extra little challenge to that. You've got your 1+ if you can do that. I'm just going to add a 1++ to this video. So as you can see, I have added in the repeat bars that we need for this song. As you can see with my cursor on that chord chart. As you start, you go through D minor, through C major, through D minor, 2 beats of C, 2 beats of B minor. Once you hit that repeat, it then goes all the way back to the beginning, goes through this again, and once it's repeated through once, it then finishes off. Now, what we're going to do is we're not only going to be using our right hand for Drunken Sailor, we're also going to be using our left hand. Now, as you can see, I'm only holding one finger up here because you're going to be playing what's called the root note in the bass just here. Meaning that if you're playing your D minor chord here, it means that you've got your left hand with this single finger playing a D. And there it is. So if you can be looking at that, try and get your hands into position where that hand is there on D, which is matching where your thumb is on your right hand, where your chord is playing this. It goes like this. Here we go. Challenge 1++ if you can do it. 1, 2, 3, and... What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, hooray, and up she raises, hooray, and up she raises, hooray, and up she raises, early in the morning. And as an extra little challenge to you, if you can already do that, why don't you try repeat chords? We're going to learn a little bit more about repeat chords in a couple of lessons time. It goes like this. Hit every single bar that you can. Not every single bar, hit every single beat that you can. It goes like this. What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, hooray, and up she raises, hooray, and up she raises, hooray, and up she raises, early in the morning. Remember, I teach chord charts because I want you to be creative with how you play them. I just taught you repeating chords and sustain chords. You might have noticed that I put 2 different styles in each one. What should we do repeating? What should we do repeating? What should we do repeating? Then sustain, sustain, then sustain, and up she rises, sustain, and up she rises, sustain, and up she rises, repeat, repeat, repeat. So your final 1+ challenge, see if you can do it with your 2 hands, your root note, your triad, D minor, D minor, D and D minor, with repeat and sustain chords. See what you can do. Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Congratulations if you can play that tune. See you in lesson